Hello everyone. Beginners always ask me, how am I going to succeed in trading? I can only answer that question and tell you that it depends on you. But what I can tell you about trading is that I know when you fail. In fact, today's video is going to be about what to do and how not to fail. I'm going to give you the top 10 reasons why some people succeed and why some people fail at trading. In today's video, I'm going to be using $1. Yes, a single dollar to trade so that I can show you the upside, downsides, the pitfalls, everything when it comes to trading. All you have to do to learn my knowledge, watch this video till the end. Let's get it. So yeah, today we're pushing from $1 with no indicator. Trading with different methods. So right now I'm opening a trade based on an uptrend preparing for breakouts. This becomes clear if you even back the price movement. So first, there was a strong bounce from the lower zone, then the price retested at a higher level, exhausting its liquidity. However, the bounce turned out to be relatively weak. So this is the moment when the pullback has completed. Typically, this is where most market participants start entering long positions here. I've circled it here. Stepping back a bit, we can see that the bulls have accumulated positions, pushing the support level higher. This level is exactly the zone where I'm holding my contract. Okay, so while we wait, let me ask you a question. When do you think, why do you think you definitely can't trade profitably? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? So let's run an experiment, guys. So pause this video, share your ideas in the comments, and I'll check them at the end. So just write, tell me what you're thinking right now. I'll definitely read them. So I'm guessing like some of the answers I've seen will be like something like you can't just trade in ranging markets during news events and all that. But those are the effects of and the real reason is different. Yep. So you see, I've closed my first trading in profit. To properly trade in this zone further, we need to zoom out for broader context. Price movements from the past can reveal patterns that repeat in the future, of course. This level sits in the consolidation zone. However, the strong upwards momentum and previous tests in this area, we can anticipate that other market participants are joining this trend. The entire wick range above the candle shows established price memory. Repeating this move becomes likely as accumulating by others beneath creates for another upward push. So okay, let's continue. I've previously made videos about trading during ranging markets and news events. If you haven't seen them, be sure to check. So while those strategies come out on their own challenges, they are ultimately about skills and experience. Okay, so but you see, there are certain situations where trading profitably, you can't just make money. It's not profitable. It's impossible. It's never going to happen. That's exactly what we're going to be discussing today. So the first of such situations is when you hesitate too long before entering the trade. So trading while indecisive is guaranteed to be a losing strategy. Why? I'll explain further. For now, let's prepare to close this position. Okay, so the profit isn't substantial, but it's there. Let's switch to a different asset. And this one has become too unpredictable. I can't tell what's going to happen. Okay, so the situation just got trickier, but I believe we can still capture profits on the next upward push. So you see, the price is climbing now, but it's testing the proven resistance level where the corrections originate. So after the pullback completes, price typically resumes its upwards trajectory. I've got about a minute to secure profit here. Notice that when the longer growing wick on the candle here, that's our signal. The correction is exhausting itself. The best trades happen when you don't overthink, guys. So you just have to take it easy. When one glance at the charts offers triggers instant clarity, like when you see it and you're like, it's like the trade's hands, it feels like it's giving you your profits like effortlessly. It's very easy. That moment of absolute certainty when it hits you, all your doubts vanish, and all that's left for you to do is just collect your gains and your profits. Doubt stems from inexperience or unclear trading system. When in doubt, wait. You have to wait. You have to wait for high confidence setups. Always wait. Perfect execution. Another profitable trade, guys. Coins volatility is too low. We're seeing sluggish upward movement here. Let's switch currency pairs for better trading conditions. Okay, so you can see here I found the perfect setup for a short position. So watch closely, guys. I'll be trading the head and shoulders pattern. Let me outline it so you can visualize the structure. So first comes the left shoulder, followed by the higher head, and finally the right shoulder. The optimal short entry triggers after the right shoulder completes. That's when we sell our currency pair. Each of these inflection points offered short-in opportunities. The key lies in both recognizing the candlestick pattern early and timing your entry precisely. Okay, so now let's discuss the second scenario, when market conditions don't align with your trading plan. Without this rule, your trading becomes chaotic, undisciplined, like it's all over the place. You do not want that. So if you're a trend trader, don't experiment with counter trend bounces at support and resistance level. Don't do that. When you have a proven trading system, stick to it religiously. If you've tested it and it works, that means it works. The market conditions don't match your strategy, don't frustrate. Don't do it. Patience always pays, literally. Just like this trade I'm taking now. You can see, okay, yeah, profit secured. I won't overtrade this pattern. My rule is 1 trade per setup. And okay, you see, I'm moving on. All right, guys, you see, we've hit a strong resistance level during this rally. Typically, this is where momentum stalls. As traders start taking profits and liquidity dries up. Watch how market participants begin unwinding position as interest fades at this level. The reaction is already here. Those red candlesticks tell the story. While we wait for our trade to close, let's discuss another critical mistake that follows what we just saw here. So breaking your trading rules by arbitrarily increasing position size to chase losses. Every trader faces like losing streaks. It happens to everybody. But if after losing a trade, you spot a pattern and you think, you know what? I'm going to double down and make my money back. Bad idea. Shut down that trading platform immediately and walk away. You should never do that. Never, ever. Don't sit and be like, it lost before, but it's going to make, no. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. So you see, no matter how perfect a trade setup appears, if you're feeling the urge to, get it back, feel even, you must avoid trading emotionally. So greed will only take you deeper into your losses. So don't do that. Well, you see, not this time. We've closed another decent trade, guys. I believe we have another short opportunity here. Okay, here. The resistance level is unlikely to break. Price has been consolidating near it for some time now with no real follow through. So moreover, the long upper wick on this candle signals strong rejection. So clear confirmation the barrier is holding. Here's our signal. Okay, now let's continue. Another costly mistake is when traders blindly rely on overboughts and oversold zones. It's not good. Many strategies have been built around trading at these levels. So you see, but in reality, those concepts are very subjective. They're highly subjective. They're based purely on our assumptions and hope for a trend reversal, not concrete price action, guys. So you see, guys, through hard experience, I have learned that even when the stochastic lingers in extreme zones, a strong trend can persist for far longer than expected, of course. So that's why when your trading system needs confirming signals, never rely ever on a single indicator. So here's another guaranteed way to lose money. Hesitating on your entry. That will definitely take all your money away, guys. Definitely. The worst mistake you can make in trading is chasing price after your ideal entry is gone. You should never ever do that. So okay, here, watch this. I identified my entry with conviction. I've executed it without delay and locked in profits. Trading offers enormous potentials, but first you must program your mindset for precision. So now this pair is primed for a downside continuation. Selling pressure is accelerating, the reversal pattern is developing in real time. These red candles clearly signal bearish sentiment. The prior uptrend has exhausted itself, hitting its peak, but buying interest has completely dried up now. Decisiveness is non-negotiable, guys. If you realize you missed an entry a minute ago and you feel like you want to get in, or you're tempted to get back in, I'll tell you for free. Stop now, take a step back, walk away. When you notice yourself consistently missing entries, your focus is compromised. That should tell you for a fact that something you need to get your head in the game and fix up. That's when you have another that's a big red flag when it comes to trading. And I advise you to stop trading immediately. If missed opportunities become habitual, then it's critical that your trading system is failing. It shows that it's failing. It's at a critical level. It needs major overhaul or major adjustments to get you back on the right track. So we have another issue. Some people have no system at all. I know it sounds funny, but it's true. Then building one of your own is it should be your top priority. And all you have to do to get your own system is join my Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. That Telegram channel, I break down constructs and I teach you everything you need to know about trading. Yep, perfect. Our profit has been secured. No reason to push further. I've maximized the setup and I will be moving on. Okay, so now I'm applying core analytical and technical analysis, the principles, trading, resistance. Okay, so let's firstly identify the level. Previous sell-offs with concentrated volume will help define it. Those accumulation zones creates reliable resistance. Key reference is the large red candle here. The midpoint typically anchors the level. The subsequent downward momentum reinforces it, because as mentioned earlier, this zone represents concentrated sell-side liquidity. So back to our main topic, having a trading system is great, of course, but you still lose money if you jump between time frames randomly, you rush your decisions, like in an excitement to break the rules, you do all this, you're going to lose money. I've seen it hundreds of times. So beginners can't wait to place trades and they feel an adrenaline rush. Can you blame them? No. But when you get your first wins and you see your balance skyrocketing, the temptation is crazy. It is irresistible. You just want to go all in. Good, $162 in the bank. Amazing. Already made enough for a nice dinner, but I'm not stopping here. Let's try to squeeze out one more trade. Okay, so here the price has moved slightly higher now. There was just a pullback from our previous level, but ahead lies another resistance zone where we might see another rejection. So okay, here we're seeing clear resistance forming here. Earlier there was a strong bullish spike with heavy momentum, and now the entire zone is creating selling pressure on current price action. Just look at how this candle is reacting at this exact level. Guys, every trade you take must align with your trading plan. You should never enter with complete confidence. You must always have your strategy and follow it to the T. If current market conditions don't match your strategic criteria, then all you have to do is wait for your next setup. Be patient. No matter how long it takes, never ever compromise your trading rules, guys, ever. So look, the price has just spiked against my initial expectations, but because I stuck to my plan instead of panicking, we are now seeing the pullback I anticipated. So what seemed like critical moments ago now it confirms our analysis. In fact, this trade is shaping up for solid profit. You see, we've crossed $300 in profits, guys. Now let's scan for fresh opportunities. Okay, so this setup mirrors our previous trade, but with stronger trend momentum. We need to map its trajectory, identify the reaction points, and then simply open short positions and share them from the profits. So now let's address another profit killer: blind signal copying. I don't oppose when if you're just starting, you can copy, of course, because you're just a beginner, but you shouldn't do it blindly. You shouldn't just jump in on any signal you see and just follow. That's not good. For example, in my Telegram channel, I regularly share signals, trade signals, and I host live trading signals sessions with my students, so you can learn from that. You can get in some insight and see how it is. But my goal, it isn't just to help you profit by copying signals. By trading alongside me, I hope you're learning trade and seeing how I do it, so that you can do it yourself and so that you can sharpen your skills. So otherwise, if not, you remain forever dependent on external advice. You have to wait for someone to spoon feed you. That means you will never ever improve past a certain level. What will you do when signals stop, or on days that I don't post? What are you going to do then? You need to hone your own skills so that you can be as sharp as possible. Nice signal just triggered. We're taking our profits. Remember, I also started by learning from others' trades. Yes, my first investing Bible was Buffettology, and decoding how Warren Buffett he picks his stocks and all that. I was mesmerized by buying shares, and it blew my mind that someone could build such wealth from just stocks. See, it's crazy. So now we're going to be returning to trading. So okay, short position is activated here. The prominent upper wicks on these candles indicates strong downward momentum. So we're going to be building in this market. You can see after reading that book, I devoured every trading resource I could find. dreaming of market mastery. I immersed myself in investment literature and fundamental analysis, guys. My early trades actually went pretty decently. They went well. I consistently locked in profits. I really remembered my first winning streak. I made $300 in just 5 days, guys. 5 days, yes. I'm modest by, I know it's not a lot for by today's standards, but that field made me very passionate about this. I convinced myself that investing more would mean earning more, so I deposited $1,000 then, yes, back then, to trade with. That was not a good idea on my path. I lost nearly everything from $1,000, which was big money to me. I felt like an idiot. I felt like a fool. What was I even thinking? You know, like every waking moment was just that. I was like, what's happening? But you see, now it's different. You can see I've just closed another profitable trade and I've made back that $1,000 by myself. Back then I blamed everybody, my broker, my analysts, everyone but myself, and that's the worst mindset you can have, because it is always your decision. It's not mine, it's not anybody else's, it is always yours. It's your decision. All right, so let's get back to the charts. We're entering another short. The downward momentum persists, and this price action looks, yeah, it looks very convincing. It's exponentially convincing. After that failure, you see, I couldn't like stay away from trading. I had to come back convinced. I'd learned my lessons. I started building detailed plans. I had daily targets, weekly goals, monthly roadmaps, you know, everything. And you see, I blew it again. It was pathetic. I planned for weeks. I had my goals, knowing that I was just one trade away from changing my life for the better, you know, like from achieving my goals, my targets and all that. So I was desperately hunting for like the perfect setup. I was cutting corners, I was breaking my rules, I rushed in on sloppy trades. Time was running out, but like my profit targets wasn't. Yeah, it was. So I hurried, I opened one losing trade after another. I kept losing. I was like, will this time end in red too? It was very crazy. But you see, by a hair's breadth, I got another profitable trade, another one, guys, and now the balance is almost $2,000. So here's the hard truth, guys. The moment you start bending your own rules, losses will come in hard and fast. They will kick you down, because why? You're bending your own rules. So all you have to do every time, you have to find a way to, like, no matter how hard it seems, you have to focus. You don't change, you don't break, you don't twist for anything. So we're going to be entering another short now. So significant divergence is forming, the trend is weakening, the market sentiment is decidedly bearish, and here are the exact points forming massive upper wicks. Clear evidence of seller dominance in this market. So now let's talk about an underrated trap: binary options. The ugly truth is that no one mentions they are rigged against you by design. They are always meant to favor another person, not you, the trader. It never favors you. Such trading demands complete dedication and laser focus. Zero distractions allowed. Your undivided attention must be on the charts. You must, nothing else. If you're sick, if you're ill, you're not feeling fine, do not trade. You know, family arguments, don't trade. Anything that will move your mental state out of the way it should be, I will tell you now, do not trade. Don't do it. And if you do, you're going to be hedging yourself for disastrous results. So guys, check this balance growth. I started with just $1, and now look at this. But remember, even this perfect entry, see the huge gap from our entry point here, can vanish in seconds. The market humbles everybody. It doesn't respect me, you, anybody. It is what it is. It humbles everybody. Okay, but you see, not this time. We're going to change that. As you can see, $3,567. Is your mind not blown? Because mine is. So should I push my luck, guys? I've already made like some solid profits, but the charts could reverse at any second. I'll risk it all, but not the full amount. I'm keeping 500 as a safety net in case the trade goes south. So I'm going to put in 3,000. So that's it. The short signals are exhausted. One-way moves never last forever. Price has hit support, and we should not expect either a reversal or an upward correction. The level aligns with significant price low. 1 minute is all we need to capitalize on this bounce. All we just need a minute, and you're going to see what's going to happen. Guys, I'll keep saying it endlessly. trading this way, if you do this regularly, it's financial suicide. You're going to lose all your money. It's not good. So the video demonstration is my real risk here was initially just $1. As you saw how this video started, it was just $1 I put. And okay, so now here's a real risk. The entire run could unravel. Wow, the price action looks way too shaky. This is exactly why I insist that discipline and money management are the only keys to long-term success, guys. Okay, so let's watch it. Whoa, holy reversal. I expected a bounce, but this just obliterated my expectations. This is insane. $6,000. $6,000 from $1, guys. $1. That is crazy. You see, insane. Wow. All right, guys, after that, it's definitely time to cash out. No more. I'm closing all trades, I'm taking a breather, and then we'll recap all of these madness. We'll do it together, guys. Guys, that was an emotional roller coaster. 1 minute it's like up, 1 minute is down. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit the bell button so that you get notifications, and subscribe so that you know when I'm there for you. So you remember my opening question, right? So in what situations are you guaranteed not to profit, guys? So you can see that we broke this down in the video. So you can see now, let's compare your answers. If you're only blaming it on lack of experience, unfavorable market conditions, you are missing the point, guys. You are missing the point of what that video was. That was a long video and I broke it down very clearly for you guys. So you can see skills can be, you can build up your skills. Think of it like building a house. You start here, build. And if you want to build, you know what you should do exactly. All you have to do to build your skills is what? Subscribe to the link below, my Telegram channel. Write to me, I'll be there waiting for you guys. I hope you've managed to change your perspective for today. It has been a good learning experience and I hope you come back for more. I'll be here for you and let's get it together, guys.